How is it that after a handful of spins, these 10 new tracks feel like songs you've known for years? With each record, Deftones pivot to a new shade of sound, a fresh take on a decade-spanning identity. The title track and lead single Ohms flags the new direction as the group lean into their shoegaze-era inspirations. It's almost misleading as the most ambitious number to emphasize Stephen Carpenter's riffing direction, now utilizing a 9-string guitar, yet he can't help but drift into classic groove-laden chugs on half of these songs. They sway, cushioned below the hazy rising sun of Chino's sleepy voice, entangled with these ever-present light airy synths that permeate the unique atmosphere of this stunning album, the band's 9th in a string of successes. Opening with Genesis, eerie saw wave synths stir soft tensions as dreamy, somber acoustics paint recurring colours to the canvas. In a moment's notice, it gives way to the slam of Stephen's disjunct tonality with the intensity dialed to the forefront. The synth remains as it does throughout the record, sustaining a soft, warm haze that will in turn blossom many beautiful moments when barraging distortion riffs give way. It's the temperament of Chino's swooning voice that feels crucial to the swaying. Their musical chemistry never needs selling, though his soaring cries and softer breathy speaking hits a home run, gluing it all together with a charm that never fades. On Urantia, his inflections and pitch have an uncanny resemblance to Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins. With so many shared commonalities and parallels in music, it's actually remarkable how little of the record conjures thoughts of other artists, and yet across its 10 songs there is much diversity, especially when they deviate from the norms, as the guitar direction feels intentionally more explorative. When a tune experimentation flourishes, the singular textural synths often shine. Error is simply magical, no thanks to the spellbinding drone of its spooky swirling oscillation. It's a particularly strong moment as it transitions into the album's best, the Spell of Mathematics. Initially a sludgy slugfest of low-end noise, the creepy synths break for an esoteric interlude that eventually culminates with Chino ushering a ravishing warmth from its unsettled, chilling atmosphere. The composition highlights a strange tone Ohms possesses. It's a foot in two realms, finding limbo as all that's glossy and gorgeous is in constant friction with an ominous, faceless lurching presence. Dark, chilling, yet far from danger or evil, it carves a place that feels like a lonely, wandering dream. Working with Terry Date, the production is no doubt a marvel. Crisp, clear instruments with depth, fidelity and character meet on a stage fit for straightforward music, capable of blooming into dense walls of magical sound. Abe Cunningham continues to impress as he houses not only the monstrous grooves, but the flushes where Deftones step further from their tradition. Early on in the record, I feel like we hear more of his creativity, deeper in it's a little routine. The bass lines too, often an undercurrent, play a role, livening up much of the music with added power in this dense mixture. The Deftones have a deep, authentic chemistry. Taking care and time with each record, there is simply no denying their execution. Ohms is inspired, interesting and mesmerizing when you're locked in. The best comes from texture and atmosphere, the heavy persuasion a familiar one that works best when pinned in by the synths. Frank Delgado really gave this record a special edge. The one dimension I all too often miss out on is lyrics. Many of the lines I did catch on to felt artistic and poetic. I'm sure a read of the lyric sheet is worthwhile. That will be on the to-do list for now, and so will this record as I'll continue to binge it for some time, no doubt. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to see some more of my music blogs, go check the website out. Every page has over 1,000 articles sorted by artist, year, genre and more. Just hit Ctrl F and have a search for something that interests you. You can find a link to the blog in the description box down below, where you'll also find links to my other YouTube channels. Check them out if you are curious. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe to catch the next upload.